What is up? It's Dustin back with another Listening Room album review. And today we're going to be taking a look at a big one, a really cool record that came out just this past Friday, June 11th. Released on EV1 Records, produced by Michael Basquette. Talking about the debut from Mammoth WVH. This is Wolfgang Van Halen. Of course, the son of icon. Is that even a strong enough word to use when we're talking about Eddie? World-renowned guitarist Eddie Van Halen and his wife Valerie Bertonetti. This is his debut album under the name Mammoth WVH. And if you don't know, Mammoth was the original Van Halen name back when Van Halen was just a three-piece and you had Eddie on guitar and vocals and Alex on drums. I can't remember who was on bass. It wasn't Michael Anthony. And they called themselves Mammoth. Of course, changed the name to Van Halen. And Wolfgang always liked the name and, said when he got his own band that he would want to use that name, and his father encouraged him to do so. And so now here we are. Not only did he use it, but he used it in a record that definitely pays homage to Eddie, who sadly is no longer with us. And can tell you right away, if you're thinking that this is going to be a Van Halen imitation or anything along those lines, it's not. I think Wolfgang's made it really clear that he wants to kind of forge his own path in music and do his own thing. And he's doing a great job on this, man. I really dig this record. I'll be totally honest with you, when I heard the couple teaser tracks that he put out, I wasn't terribly crazy about them. There are a couple moments on this record, if I have to offer any criticism, go ahead and get this out of the way. There are a couple moments on this record that I feel kind of veer, or at least come dangerously close to veering into that kind of modern kind of radio rock a la Shinedown or something like that. But there's not a lot of that on here. I don't hear a lot of that. I heard some of that in the first couple of singles, and it's kind of what turned me off initially. But I knew this was coming out on Friday, and I wanted to give it a listen anyway, despite what I had heard. So I listened to a couple songs, man, and by the third track, I was sold, and picked it up, and I've been jamming it. I've listened to this a couple of times already, and it's a really good rock record, man. It's just a rock and roll record. There are some elements of, like I said, modern hard rock, but there's also some progressive elements to this. Some of this reminds me of like the new Jason Bieler record, or something that you might hear on an old Saigon Kick album. And then there's some traces of some I guess you would call it like adult contemporary stuff on here. Like adult alternative contemporary. But this is the true definition of a solo album. Wolfgang is playing all the bass, all the guitar, all the drums, anything else you might hear, and doing all the vocals. And just a really fun, really good rockin' record. Great opener, great title for an opener. Mr. Ed kicks off the record. Just a super catchy, driving rock song. It has this huge chorus. There are these huge choruses all over this album. They just get stuck in your head, and man, this guy can write a melody. Like, there are so many catchy moments on this record that stick in your head. Horribly Right, the second track, again, super catchy chorus. Big groove. Track 3, Epiphany, is probably my favorite. It has these bass-driven verses and then just this super majestic kind of chorus. And I really love that one a lot. Don't Back Down, driving hard rocker. Has the drums on this record sound great. It has this huge drum sound. And one of the, up to this point, the heaviest track on the album. Resolve sees some acoustic guitars. Sees Wolfgang singing in a little higher register using his falsetto. Really good guitar solo, bluesy sounding guitar solo on this one. Then we have two rockers, You'll Be the One, and then kind of the title track, Mammoth. Both of those great rockers. Circles features some kind of reverby, echoing guitars over some acoustic work. Then we get to The Big Picture, picks the pace back up. This is one of the tracks on here that I would definitely say is a little more radio friendly. I could definitely hear this on like not necessarily modern rock, but you know, hard rock stations who you know, are playing bands like Shinedown and stuff like that. I could definitely see this track, The Big Picture, on there. It does kind of veer into that territory a little bit. Think It Over, nice mid-pace song. You're to Blame, again, a heavy rocker, lots of groove on it. Then we get to Feel, which is another bass heavy tune, and has this really cool midsection on it with these drums and this hand, you know, like hand claps. I can really see this one being a favorite, especially when these songs are performed live. I know that Wolfie is going out on tour with Guns N' Roses this summer. He's going to be opening some dates for them. After that, we get kind of the mid-paced slow burner that is Stone, and closes off with the ballad that he wrote for his father. Beautiful song called Distance, and fitting way to end the album. And that's the album in a nutshell. Mammoth WVH. If you're a fan of rock and roll, if you're a fan of any of the bands I named, you know, I would definitely suggest giving this thing a listen. It is not Van Halen light. It is not. It's definitely him doing his own thing, and I like the way they packaged it too. The booklet is actually attached to the fold out, and you get your lyrics. And I can't do this upside down, but there is a cool picture right there. Really cool, and just a fitting tribute to his father, and a great debut from this guy, man. I look forward to seeing where he goes from here. Like I said, big choruses, big guitars, huge drum sound on here, and just a fun rock and roll record. Highly advise it. Highly recommend it. Mammoth WVH. If you are new to the channel, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. Let me know if you have heard this album. Let me know what you think of this album. And we will be back with lots more music talk in the very near future. Bye-bye.